At 40, he ate whatever he wanted and laughed it off. By 60, he started paying attention. After 70, he began paying the price every time with his sleep, his memory, his heart. Health isn't everything, but without health, everything is nothing, Schopenhauer once said. He wasn't a doctor, but he knew. Old age is the exam you take for the choices of your youth. And dinner, it's one of the final tests. Are you sure your dinner is just a meal? Or is it a quiet form of self-destruction? When you're young, your body forgives almost anything. You can eat pizza for dinner, wash it down with soda, and still sleep like a baby. But after 60, the body stops forgiving. It punishes, silently, without warning. Every night becomes a battle, not for peace, for survival. You lie there wondering, was it the blood pressure, the heaviness, the anxiety, the insomnia, the sleep apnea, the blood sugar spikes, the cramps? Maybe it all started with that plate on the kitchen table. Sometimes food is love, sometimes it's habit, sometimes it's self-deception, wrapped in packaging that promises happiness. Because late-night eating isn't just about calories, it's chemistry, signals, hormones, blood vessels, your brain, a silent negotiation between your body and the person in charge of it, you. Today, 8 foods that seem harmless, but are quietly killing older adults when eaten before bed. Not loudly, not all at once, but drip by drip, night after night. He learned this the hard way. Now he's telling others. So you don't make the same mistakes. So you don't one day wake up in another sense of the word. Product number 1, white bread, flour like glue for your blood vessels. He remembered how white bread was a childhood treat. His grandmother would place it on the table like treasure warm, soft, with a golden crust. Now he calls it something else, a poison pill for your own body. Think it's just a harmless snack with tea. In reality, it's like pouring cheap fuel into an old engine without checking the pressure. White bread is nearly pure starch. It causes a sharp spike in blood sugar, then an equally sharp crash. You're asleep, but your brain suddenly gets an alarm. We're low on glucose. Wake up. Sound the alarm. Your body jolts awake, not gently, not peacefully. With panic, racing heartbeat, cold sweat, a feeling like death is creeping close. One woman's story. Margaret, age 72, lives alone. Evening routine, her usual buttered toast. Nighttime, sudden fear, gasping for air, trembling hands. Emergency room, spiking blood pressure. Doctors first thought it was a stroke. Then they discovered the truth, nocturnal hypoglycemia. From white bread. She didn't understand. Said, "But how? It's just bread." He replied with Schopenhauer's words, "What pleases us rarely heals us. What heals us rarely pleases us." Now Margaret sleeps peacefully. No bread, no panic, no ambulances. The fix? Swap white bread for whole grain, and even then, not before bed. Better yet, a cup of warm water and a handful of nuts. Peace is worth more than habit. Product number 2, pasta, sleep under pressure. Eating pasta at night is like filling an old engine with gasoline and flooring the gas pedal. It might keep running or it might stall. A body over 60 isn't a young machine that burns everything off and moves on. It's a delicate system that pays the price for every indulgence. Pasta, especially with sauce, means fast carbs, fats, and salt. It tastes like comfort. In reality, a pancreas overload, insulin spikes, a heart working overtime, strained blood vessels, stored fat. By morning, puffy eyes, exhaustion, brain fog. Schopenhauer once said, "Health isn't everything, But without health, everything is nothing, especially when your heart doesn't get days off. The story of Peter, 68. A quiet, ordinary man. Loved pasta with tomato sauce before bed, called it his comfort food, helps me sleep. 3 months later, dull chest pains at night. First just anxiety, then panic attacks. Ambulance, hospital. Diagnosis, pre-heart attack condition. The doctor told him bluntly, "Your dinner almost killed you, not figuratively, literally." Advice from the old-timer. Craving pasta, eat it at lunch, enjoy it, move afterward. At night, your body needs rest, not a carb bomb. Because if you don't let your body sleep, it'll wake you up with pain. Product number 3, fried food. It's not a meal, it's inflammation. He remembers that smell. Potatoes sizzling in the pan, cutlets with golden crust. Fried chicken straight from the oil, crispy, fragrant, warm. Like childhood comfort or a trap for old age. After 60, fried food isn't just food, it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. Every drop of oil, every crispy bite, it's not flavor, it's inflammation. Like tossing gasoline on a fire to stay warm, hoping you won't get burned. Think your body can handle it? No, it'll choke, struggle, fight to process toxins, seeping straight into your bloodstream. At night, when it should rest, it works overtime. And sometimes it breaks. Helen's story, age 74. A widow every evening, fried fish in front of the TV. She'd say, "This is my comfort, all I have left." 6 months later, everything changed. Sharp pain, ambulance, hospital bed. Diagnosis, chronic pancreatitis, flaring up at night. Her pancreas gave up, too tired to fight. He visited her, sat by her hospital bed. She held his hand and whispered, "I thought pain came from outside, but it was living inside me all along." He remembered Schopenhauer's words, "Health isn't everything, but without it, everything is nothing." The fix? If you value peaceful nights, skip fried food after sunset. Steam it, bake it, braise it, and finish eating by p.m. Peace is worth more than flavor. Product number 4, chocolate, caffeine wrapped in pleasure. He often thought about that square of dark chocolate in his hand. Seemed like such a small indulgence. Harmless, almost healthy. Just a piece before bed for my mood. In reality, a time bomb wrapped in foil. Chocolate isn't just sweetness. It's caffeine, theobromine, sugar. A trio that sounds like an alarm bell for your body, especially at night. While you're trying to drift off, your body goes into battle mode. Heart racing, blood pressure spiking. Your brain, instead of resting, stays stuck in stress mode. You're not sleeping, you're surviving. Donald's story, age 70. A widower loved his routines. Every evening, a chocolate bar, a little wine, a cozy blanket. "It relaxes me," he'd say. 1 month later, everything unraveled. Dizziness, anxiety, sleepless nights. Mornings left him exhausted, like he'd run a marathon. Diagnosis? Adrenal overload. His nervous system worked nights like it was daytime. Then it burned out, slowly from the inside. He later admitted, "I thought chocolate was tenderness. Turned out it was sabotage." Schopenhauer once said, "The greatest treasure is peace of mind. But if your body can't sleep, there's no peace at all." The fix? Save chocolate for mornings or afternoon snacks. At night, try warm water, a good book, deep breaths. That's pleasure too, the real kind. Product 5. Salty snacks. Salt steals your sleep. Something's missing. She'd say this every evening, reaching for a jar of salted nuts or a slice of pickled fish, as if salt added comfort, not just flavor, but in truth it stole her peace. Salt is a thief. It steals water from your cells and traps it in your tissues. Instead of sleep, swelling, kidney strain, pressure in your head. Your heart races, blood pounds in your temples, your brain feels squeezed. Linda's story, age 66, lived alone, TV as her companion, snacks as her habit. Every night, just a little herring or chips or salty crackers. At night, she'd wake in panic, heart pounding, head splitting. One night at 3:14 a.m., blood pressure hit 180/110. Panic, ambulance. A pill under the tongue, a soaked nightgown, a silent morning. That's when she finally heard her doctor's warning. Salt is poison for you now, slow-acting poison. Schopenhauer wrote, "Health isn't everything, but without health, everything is nothing." After 60, health means quiet inside your body. And salt, it's the opposite of quiet. The fix? Ditch the salty snacks at night. Swap them for warm herbal tea, cucumber slices, a handful of unsalted nuts. Your kidneys and heart will thank you not with words, but with calm, deep sleep. Product number 6, fruits and juices. Fructose isn't always healthy. I just ate a few grapes. That's healthy, right? Julia asked her doctor, confused by her symptoms. First, a little bloating, then gurgling, and a sleepless night. Like a carnival raging inside her gut. We're taught fruits equal health. But after 60, the rules change. Fructose, a sweet killer disguised as vitamins. During the day, may be harmless. At night, it becomes fuel for fermentation, gas, and a liver working overtime. Apples, bananas, pears, grapes, even a glass of juice. Force your liver to stay alert, and your gut to sound the alarm. Julia's story, age 69. Every evening, grapes or a banana for health. 2 weeks later, belly pressure, insomnia, anxiety. She couldn't figure out why sleep escaped her. Her body knew, it just couldn't stop digesting. The doctor explained, "You're giving your body a carb-heavy job when it's trying to wind down." Schopenhauer said, "Nature never leaps, but humans trip themselves up." With age, even healthy choices need timing. Fruits belong to mornings, afternoons. At night, your body needs calm, warmth, repair, not digestive enzymes, gurgling, or a sugar spike. The fix? Skip sweet fruits and juices at dinner. Swap them for stewed veggies, lean protein, warm herbal tea. You're not giving up health, you're protecting it. Product number 7, dairy desserts. Nighttime isn't for mucus. What's the harm in a spoonful of pudding? It's not like fried potatoes. That's what Esther, 73, thought until she woke up one night gasping, like someone was choking her throat. In reality, her own body was the culprit. The dairy dessert she'd eaten an hour before bed turned into thick mucus clogging her airways. We underestimate nighttime dairy. Cottage cheese, yogurt, ice cream. They seem light and harmless. But after 60, your body loses enzymes needed to digest them. Result? Swelling, stuffy nose, morning fatigue, and even breathing pauses during sleep apnea. Esther's diagnosis: obstructive sleep apnea. She woke up 5 to 7 times nightly. Racing pulse, panic, struggling for air. All because of that sweet bedtime custard. Schopenhauer wrote, "A person can do as they please, but they won't choose what's good for them without learning through pain." Dairy, especially cold and sweet, triggers mucus production. And nighttime mucus, it's like a heavy curtain over your lungs. The fix? Craving something soothing before bed? Try warm milk with turmeric if you tolerate it, or herbal tea. Save desserts for dinner before sunset. Product number 8. Smoked meats, slow poison for your blood vessels. Bacon, ham, sausages. They smell like childhood comfort, Sunday breakfasts at Grandma's. But for an older heart, they're ticking time bombs. Salt, fat, nitrites, preservatives. Those nostalgic flavors became enemies of your future long ago. Arthur's story, age 75. Every night, a ham sandwich. He'd sit, watch TV, chew. Just a habit, he'd say. 1 year later, pre-stroke, ambulance, reduced blood flow to the brain. The doctor told him, "Your blood vessels are like rusty pipes, and you've been pouring smoked meat acid through them." Smoked meats contain sodium nitrites. They erode blood vessel walls, trigger blood pressure spikes, and worst of all, sabotage your heart's nighttime rhythm. Result: insomnia, irregular heartbeat, anxious wake-ups. Your body isn't resting, it's fighting for survival. Schopenhauer wrote, "A wise person doesn't eat to remember, but eats to keep living." The fix? Craving flavor? Try roasted chicken, boiled turkey, or salt-free plant-based spreads. Leave smoked meats in the past where the memories belong, because nighttime meals should heal, not harm. At night, your body should rest, not digest, not fight, not suffer. After 60, your body is like an old ship in a storm. Every poor food choice is another leak. Every mindful dinner, a life raft. Food isn't just flavor anymore, it's a choice. Healing or harming, nourishing or destroying. The decision is yours every evening. Re-examine your dinner. See it as a matter of survival, not just routine. What if you're feeding your body something that's slowly, patiently, preparing it for its final rest? Schopenhauer said, "Wisdom is the art of avoiding suffering." Let your nights be about renewal, not a silent battle for survival. If this video helped you, tell us in the comments, what habits have you changed? Give it a thumbs up so others can find it, and subscribe to the channel. We'll keep exploring how to eat to live, not slowly fade away,